November 20th, 2025. Nigeria's judiciary at the crossroads. Free Nnamdi Kanu or bury democracy forever. As the much-anticipated court ruling of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu approaches on 20th November 2025, the eyes of the world will again to Nigeria. This date may well be remembered as the day Nigeria's judiciary either buries democracy or redeems its integrity before history. From African observers to world leaders and international human rights organizations, all are watching closely to see whether justice will prevail or political persecution will triumph. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, has endured years of unlawful detention and courtroom drama that have stretched the limits of both national and international law. Yet, beneath the noise of political propaganda lies a simple truth. Kanu's demand is not rebellious. It is a call for self-determination. IPOB is not a proscribed or secessionist group, as often painted by state-controlled narratives. Rather, it is a movement that seeks a referendum, a peaceful and democratic process for people to determine their future as guaranteed by international human rights charters. Despite multiple rulings by competent courts, declaring Kanu's arrest and rendition from Kenya as illegal, Kanu remains in Nigeria's DSS custody. His continued detention in defiance of court orders exposes the moral rot within a system that often bends to the will of those in power. He is a prisoner of conscience, punished not for any crime, but for daring to speak truth to power and for being an Igbo man who refuses to bow to oppression. The Nigerian government's treatment of Kanu reflects a broader injustice deeply rooted in the country's political landscape, one that targets dissent, stifles dialogue, and demonizes legitimate aspirations. His ordeal mirrors the fate of many freedom fighters across Africa who were branded enemies of the state only to be celebrated as heroes after their deaths. From Nelson Mandela's Robben Island imprisonment to Patrice Lumumba's persecution, history is littered with examples of governments that chose tyranny over truth. For many observers, 20th November 2025 is more than a court date. It is a moral crossroad. Will Nigeria's judiciary rise above ethnic bias and political pressure, or will it confirm the belief that justice in Nigeria is reserved for the powerful? The answer will echo far beyond the courtroom walls. It will define the nation's democratic credibility in the eyes of the world. The call for justice for Nnamdi Kanu is not merely an ethnic or regional plea. It is a cry for human rights, equity, and freedom of conscience. Every Nigerian Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, and others should understand that if the judiciary can silence one man for demanding fairness, it can silence anyone tomorrow. True democracy cannot exist where truth is criminalized and courage is punished. As the world watches, one thing remains clear: Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's spirit cannot be imprisoned. His courage has already awakened a generation that refuses to live in fear or falsehood. Whether in chains or free, he has become a symbol of resistance against oppression, a voice that refuses to be silenced. On 20th November 2025, the Nigerian judiciary will stand at the threshold of history. It can either choose to uphold justice and restore faith in the rule of law, or bow to political intimidation and sink deeper into disrepute. Whatever path it takes, the world will remember that the demand of Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB he leads is never rebellious. Family Writers Press International.